the introduction. The world is a small place. Here in South Africa, we have a scientist at the University of Cape Town who actually hails from the same ancestral village in Kenya as Barack Obama. Richard Okoth Oduor is a molecular biologist who has been celebrating with East Africans, Zimbabweans, and other students from the rest of the continent all this week, after Obama became the next president of the United States. In fact, today is a public holiday in Kenya in celebration of the event. So why is Africa so happy about this? We cross now to Richard in the Plant Stress Lab at the Department of Molecular and Cell Biology at UCT. Richard, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Christina.
So it sounds like your plants might be under stress, but you aren't. What makes you, a plant scientist and a Kenyan, so happy about the American elections?
Certainly for several reasons, Christina. First, because I'm a Kenyan, and obviously if you know the roots of Barack, obviously you know where to point at. But I think also for other reasons, because there are so many lessons to be learned from this victory, and also several stories to relate to, because we see a boy who actually lived an ordinary life and ascended through the steps of the Capitol, as Bush puts it, to a White House, which to us we feel there are a lot to relate to. And also, I think, why am I interested in the politics is because I understand that politics actually inform the policies that regulate science in terms of funding and many other things, and particularly American politics, because we all know it really has far-reaching implications in terms of ruling the world economy. Yes, okay. Christina.
Richard, tell us a little bit about the village where both you and Barack Obama's father came from, in Western Kenya, not far from the border with Uganda.
Yeah, Barack actually comes from Western Kenya, that's right, and in Nyanza province, which within CI district, in a division of Boro, a location of Central Alego, and sublocation of Ojondo A, where I come from. And something else perhaps that you don't know, Christina, is that the village, Luos in Kenya are perceived to be really very proud people, very clever, and perhaps I'm not surprised that Barack did this. But anyway, that's just on a lighter note. Christina.
What is the actual name of your village?
It's called Nyangoma Kogelo, which is within the sublocation of Ojondo A.
And have you been in touch with family and friends since Barack Obama won the presidency?
Oh, certainly, yes. I got a text message from my mom in the village. I also had a feeling of the moods in Nairobi from my brothers, and luckily also my brother in Kampala also texted me. So I have this triple helix understanding of the circumstances.
And you were in the US recently for a conference on how plants survive drought and other extreme conditions.
That's right.
But that was in Montana.
Yes.
Now that's conservative Republican territory, isn't it?
Yes, that's true, yeah. And I was privileged actually, Christina, to talk to some of the otherwise well-known Republicans. The feeling was that Barack actually was the guy of choice, which actually even reminds me of this joke. It has been circulating now for a while. This comedian, Rock Chris, when he was interviewed by one of the journalists and asked, "Who do you think want to win?" And he said, "It's Barack." And when he was asked why, he said, "This guy is a Kenyan." And he went ahead and said, "Have you ever been in a race with a Kenyan and won?" You see, so it's not surprising. But one thing that came across very clearly at that time was the fear that he might not live to see this day, especially if I talk from the platform of devil's advocacy. That and actually it was interesting when this guy said that in a larger population like America, you obviously have few idiots that would want to do something silly. But thank God this didn't happen.
Do you think that there's a risk that people in Africa are expecting too much from Obama? Don't we have to solve our own problems?
Well, certainly there's no risk. Because from African point of view, we don't look at things that way. First of all, by virtue of just having Barack being the president of the United States of America, in itself is just good enough, if not for other reasons. But again, there are several good things that can be associated with this, particularly for Kenya, but generously for the whole of Africa, where we're talking about, for example, and I believe that perhaps for the first time, many people heard about Kenya, yeah, during this interview, and that has a lot to do with, for example, the tourism sector. And interestingly, even the value of the land around Barak's home right now has appreciated. How nice.
Okay, that was Richard Okoth Oduor, a molecular biologist who works at the University of Cape Town Plant Stress Lab, which is designing genetically modified crops to survive viruses and drought and other nasty things.